Hello, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I come live almost every week to show you what I've been working on in my craft room. So today, I've had a thing for shaped cards. So I bought these dies way back in January when the January 2025 scrapbooking brochure came out, and I thought, oh, these are really super fun. They'll make a really cute shaped card. And what is it? It's April. So I am finally working on my shaped card. So I'm just going to pop you down to the workspace and I'll show you what I've got, what I'm playing around with. Hey, Jan, thanks, Sandy. Thanks so much, everyone who's going to pop in and join me today. And if you watch the replay, I love that as well. Be sure to let me know what you think of the projects and if you have any questions at all. So it is a conglomeration of products. I love to do that. I just kind of love to mix and match. But the star of the show, or what I'm really focusing on, are the meant to be dies. And again, they are in the January 2025 scrapbooking brochure, and that is online. If you need a link to that, please let me know. Now, from here on out, all of the scrapbooking products will be included in Stampin' Up's annual catalog, which, by the way, the new one debuts May 6th. So what attracted me to this die set, hey, Linda, thanks for popping on. Is Ellie there with you today? I hope she is. These have all of a bee theme, but I really was attracted because of these hexagon dies. And they nest and they layer, so they're super fun. And then I'm going to be using the Mixed Media Florals 12 by 12 Designer Series paper, an online exclusive. I have some pieces kind of to show you. There are some colorful sides and then some other. So I've decided to feature these papers with, hey, Julene, thanks for popping in with this project today. These are the Mixed Media Florals, 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. I've used so many sheets. This is one of my favorite sheets of that. All right. As I show you, I'm keeping you in suspense so you can see what we're making. And then I did use the sentiments from the Beautiful Butterflies stamp set. All right. Without further ado, here are the fun little shaped cards. Here is the first one. Oh, that's how fun. I'm glad she's watching with you, Linda. So this cute little card is, what I did was used the Designer Series paper and then I colored it with Stampin' Blends. And the fun little card just fits right in one of Stampin' Up's envelopes, so you can go ahead and send that. Just something just really fun and cute and different. And another birthday with that Mixed Media Florals 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. I showed you that great big sheet. Well, I just cut some of that up. Here is another of the papers. So it kind of gives everything just a little bit different look. And another one, and I added an extra layer of Poppy Parade underneath that. So just super cute. I did heat emboss the sentiment from the Beautiful Butterflies on the black cardstock and then cut it down to fit. So let's just show you kind of how this goes together. And if you get lost in the translation, or be sure to check my blog at KimPlaysWithPaper.com, and there are instructions there, the videos there. And you can always ask me questions in the comments or message me as well. So I am starting with a piece of basic black cardstock, and it's just 8.5 by, oh my gosh, I just had a 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4.25. Just your regular cardstock. So then I am going to grab this the largest die off of those. And when you make a shaped card, hey, hi Deb, thanks for popping in. Oop, I need another layer here. So it's platform 1, plate 2, plate 3, and then my fold is here, and the top of my die, I want it to go just over the top of that fold, so that it folds. So we're creating a fold. If we did it down here, we wouldn't have the fold, but if we go just a little bit over the top, and I want to tape that down a little bit, and then when I put the number 3 plate on there, it's wiggling. Of course it does. All right, so then we'll run that through. Hopefully, sorry about the wiggles. All right, so then we'll pull that out because I need to do one more die cut with that. So when I pull that out, you have, what it makes is, this also makes you a little border. So I've kind of wrinkled the border, but it does come out with a border. So if you were to just cut it plain, you would see that border. I'll show you on the next one. So we have our card that just now will flip open. So we'll set that base aside, and then I have a piece of the Designer Series paper that I wanted to use, that mixed media florals. And this sheet, every time you cut it, you're just going to get a different piece of the flowers. So when you color, you'll have different designs. So I have enough here that so I've been cutting and making these, and so we'll run that through, and then we'll have our pieces. And I also have already done a little white piece for the middle, so you'll be able to I'll put this aside. All right, so when I take this off, peel that away gently. So you'll see then there is a little border. And if I do it gently, so you could make a couple of different borders and say you could change the color on that. But that's how every single one of those die cuts for you. Just if you were curious about that. And there are 3 other sizes, so there are a lot of different layering you can do with those, and those are the meant to be dies from the 2025 scrapbooking brochure. So the thing too you want to watch with this is I want to be sure I have the flowers in the right spot. So here's my base, and this is the card that I was making. So I did use Stampin' Blends to color this, because the paper starts out just like this, and then after a little bit of coloring, if you need some therapy time, if you love to color, this is a fun little project, and you can use absolutely any colors you want. And I'm not going to color the whole thing, but I'll show you the ones that I did do. So I used a variation of the petal, the light or the dark. So I do have the light petal pink, and I decided I kind of follow a pattern, and I just did this flower. I don't know my names of my flowers very well, so did that in the petal pink. we need a little bit of a yellow center in that. Actually, so this is Daffodil Delight. I use the Daffodil Delight for these cone flowers. When you're using the Stampin' Blends, be sure that you have something underneath your workspace so it doesn't wreck your table. Hey, Beth, thanks for popping in. So there's the Daffodil Delight. I really love these cone flowers, so I was kind of sad that there's not very many on this page. And then I had a little bit of crumb cake for the top of that flower. Again, so all these, hey Brenda, thanks for popping in. The colors I used and the samples are on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. Like I said, I'm not going to color it all because that would, I don't know, it takes me just a few minutes to get it all colored in, but you can use your imagination. You can use Stampin' Up's color wheel or color coach to help you decide which colors, or you can use the colors that are listed in Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper. They're all there for you. And then I did the Poppy Parade for the big, oh, I didn't tell you. That was a blueberry bushel for those little blue flowers. Sorry, I just got carried away talking. And so, and I'm not doing any blending. I'm just coloring. You can certainly blend, and you can tell like we're stamping, the designer has already shaded for you. So if you're into shading, you can follow that, and they kind of makes it really super easy for you. So yeah, you just fill in that whole thing. And I have just one more, the Old Olive. I did color the leaves in Old Olive. And sometimes I changed it up. I'd use the dark Old Olive on one kind of leaf and then the light Old Olive on another leaf. You can just do whatever you want because it's your card. And I think the way this works is it's just so fun and it's gorgeous, and especially if you like to color. So I did one ahead of time so you didn't have to watch me color the whole thing. But you could also just spotlight as well. You could pick just a couple of flowers that you wanted to highlight. But I did another one ahead so that we could go ahead and put this card together. Again, I've tried to keep sometimes I get really, this hexagon plays tricks on my brain. So I have to sometimes take a look at it. There it is. See, it moved again on me. All right. You might think I'm crazy, but so I've already done the heat embossing on that black, basic black, white. And, so I'm just going to take we all have these little black, little strips left from when we cut our when we cut our paper for other things. So to make that a little easier, what I did was I'll just put some glue dots on the back of my sentiment here and kind of line it up with the edge of my card. So then I can turn it over and I know where to snip that little piece off. So then it just kind of is like off the edge. And if you need a little more glue dot, you can always hook that underneath. But yeah, so think about all the Designer Series papers you could use to create these cute little cards that do fit in an envelope. Hey, Carol, thanks for popping in. So we need to actually make sure we get it adhered to the little base. So a couple weeks ago, I did a butterfly shaped card. So I get on these kicks of things that I like to make. And Then I make a bunch, and then I do something else. All right, so super cute, super cute. And then I have the white inside, so you have a place you can write a message, because you have to write a note. Or you could stamp inside too and sign your name. You can do whatever you want. All right. And that goes right here in the middle. And I saw that Connie was watching, and Connie knows that no card is complete without gems. So I thought that the adhesive backed sparkle gems would work. And so they're a sheet with silver. Hey, Linda, thanks for popping in. We've got silver, black, and gold gems. So let's pick a few and put those on the... Hey, Claudia, thanks for popping in. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Do you guys, anybody have these dies? Have you seen these dies? Do you want these dies now that you've seen them? All right, so then I just added 3 little gems to the front. If you could add ribbon. Of course, you could do anything you want. But I think that it's just really simple and cute. I just love that different shape. In case you popped in and missed the first samples, they're all using the Mixed Media Florals 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. And you just how the Designer Series paper changes the look of the card. And then you can use any sentiment you want, but I did use the sentiments from the beautiful Butterflies stamp set, and this whole bundle is carrying over, so you will see that again in the coming year. And I was happy to find out too that these adhesive back sparkle dots will be available next year as well in the new upcoming offerings. So hey, I hope you enjoyed this cute little card. These, just a quick look at those meant to be dies, and there is a coordinating stamp set with all kinds of bee images and bodies and some flowers, and but the dies alone are really super fun. So I hope you enjoyed the day. Hey, Julie, thanks for popping in. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you popping in and spending some time with me. I hope you have a good rest of the day, week, and weekend. And we'll see you next time. Until then, everyone, happy stamping. Bye-bye.